Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, another episode of Shooting from the Horse's Mouth. Now then, I have had a lot of messages recently saying, come on Mark, you reviewed TNA Victory Road, you reviewed Money in the Bank pay-per-view, why haven't you done anything of Ring of Honor for ages? And I haven't, have I? I haven't done a Ring of Honor review for such a long time. So I thought, come on, let's watch some Ring of Honor, and what I'm going to do is I thought I'll watch Ring of Honor on HDNet. I haven't watched it for the longest time. And I thought to myself, another bonus of this is that I've recently got a new laptop, yeah, and I've got a HD screen on it. So I thought, oh, you know, let's watch, this will probably be the first time I watch wrestling in HD, so it's like, oh, yes. First things first, before I go on, I'll just mention two things. Firstly, YouTube's being a cunt yet again, and my 10 years ago, latest 10 years ago episode that I put up yesterday isn't shown in some people's subscription boxes. So what I've done is I've put a link at the bottom for you. 10 years ago, episode 15 is ECW Heatwave 2000. A lot of people messaging me saying, can you do an ECW show? It's like, yeah, there you are, ECW Heatwave 2000. The other thing I wanted to mention before I get on is I've just passed over 850 subscribers, so that's fucking sick. Mission to get to 1,000 is well underway. So, Ring of Honor on HDNet for the 26th of July 2010. So we started off with a recap of the Briscoes versus Kings of Wrestling feud, which all looks lovely. Problem with this, of course, is that same video package is available on the Ring of Honor website. So you're like, yeah, I've already seen this before. So the show starts off with Shane Hagadorn, is that his name? I'm sorry if I've said that wrong, saying that he's picked 3 of the world's greatest tag teams to answer the King of Wrestling's Open Challenge. So the first team are a team of Ice Jackson and Josh Emanuel, and yes, I haven't heard of them either, and the announcers make a point of saying that they haven't heard of them. The Kings of Wrestling, as you can probably imagine, completely battered them in a couple of minutes. A slingshot roaring elbow combo on one of them, and we don't get told who it is, gets the win. The next challengers are Adam Cole and Nick Westgate. Again, I've not heard of either man, I'm afraid. Cole gets some offense, including a nice insecurity, and Westgate tags in and gets owned. KRS-One gets the pin. Beautiful move. Very, very, very nice. Team 3 are a team called the Ninjas, and we've definitely never heard of them, but as soon as they get in the ring, they take their mask off, and lo and behold, my God, I didn't see that coming, it's the Briscoes, who promptly batter the Kings of Wrestling and pin them a minute later. The match lasted, if you can call it a match, because it was 3 matches really, wasn't it? We'll say the match. The match lasted 5 minutes. I'm sorry, I can't really give it anything more than 1 star, because as much as the Kings of Wrestling looks impressive, and they really did look impressive, because but at the end of the day, it's just barren jobbers, isn't it, really? It doesn't really do anything for them. And what I don't understand with this one is, why couldn't they just have the Kings of Wrestling versus a generic mid-card team? You know, putting on an exhibition match, and then, because of course if the Briscoes are going to interfere, which they obviously would, you know, they could have a 5-minute match, and then have the Briscoes interfere, and it'd be a much better match, wouldn't it? That's just my opinion. You get 1 star. So then Chris Daniels cuts a promo on Roderick Strong, because they're going to be in the main event. Then, the Dark City Fight Club, which is Corey Chavis and John Davies, they went to a no contest with the American Wolves, who are Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards. This was an alright, no it wasn't, it was a pretty crappy match really, to be honest. It's a 1.5 star match. You know, the thing is with TV, it's hard to rate TV matches, I think. It's very, very tough one to do, because I don't think you can rate TV matches in the same way that you rate pay-per-view matches, you know, because it's different. You're trying to achieve different things. You're trying to set up basically, you're trying to set up pay-per-view matches with you. There needs to be reasons for these matches happening, and there's things about this match that just happened for reasons that I didn't like. Anyway, there was power versus speed in this one, which I did like. David Richards hit a suicide dive to the outside, which was all good and well and everything, but his face bounced off the fucking guardrail. What I was disappointed about was the ROH chant for a fucking suicide dive, because God knows if it had been TNA suicide dive, fuck's sake, TNA, the only company in the world where the fans do that. Ha ha ha! There was one bit in particular I really liked about this match, where the Wolves, David Richards locked on a Texas Cloverleaf. Eddie Edwards came off the top with a double stomp onto it was on Chavis. Bounce. That's a great little double team, because there's literally nothing you can do if he's on his fucking stomach in a Texas Cloverleaf. You know, it's like I can't fucking protect myself. So bam, double stomp. Like yes. That was great. Match was progressing nicely. The DCFC, the Dark City Fight Club, looked alright there. The Wolves obviously looked good. Then the Embassy came out and attacked the Dark City Fight Club. Until Raish Brown made the save, leading to a brawl where I got a little giggle because Prince Rana, who of course is with the Embassy, clotheslined Bobby Dempsey, and that made me laugh a great deal. Interesting match because the Wolves are clearly not full-on faces yet. They're still doing a bit of heel tendency, so it was a heel team versus a heel team. So that was an interesting. I'm assuming that this is going to go somewhere because it didn't actually explain to you why Raish Brown made the save. You know, so no one actually mentioned like is Raish Brown aligned with them. I just don't know. You weren't told. So then we saw a build-up package for the Strong versus Daniels match, and of course, again, this is already on the Ring of Honor website. So you're like, come on, I've seen this. Damn it. Anyway, what can we say about this match? Well, this is probably the best match, the best TV match you're going to see all month, isn't it? Apart from the one on last week. I've been told by a lot of people that the match last week on our HDNet was fucking superb, the main event. But yeah, I gave this one 3 stars willingly. That's this one. Have I ever mentioned that I really like Roderick Strong's music? I've always got a kick out of that. I really have. Anyway, match started nicely. Some nice groundwork. Daniels worked the neck. Strong came back working the back, obviously, because that's what he does. Prazak is healing it up something fierce on commentary, as you can probably imagine. The crowd chanting, "You suck," Strong also. Daniels comes back with a nice STO and a springboard moonsault to the outside. Strong with a backbreaker on the ring open, that gets 2. Uranagi backbreaker gets 2. Incidentally, I've skipped about a good half to 3/4 of the match. I'm just going to tell you the finish because it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Uranagi backbreaker gets 2. Daniels with a flatliner into a Koji clutch, which is fucking stunning. It's like, wow, that was nice, looking at that. Death Valley Driver. Sorry, I just write DVD. Like when someone hits a belly to back suplex, I just write B2B on my notes because I know what it is. But yeah, Death Valley Driver gets 2 for Daniels. Daniels goes for Uranagi of his own. Strong counters it into a gutbuster attempt, but Daniels counters. He tries to roll up, but Strong blocks it, and Truth Martini, who is Roderick Strong's manager, uses the book that he's been preached out of, which is called the Book of Truth. He blasts it into Daniels' face. A sick kick gets the win at 15:03. That's right, 15 minutes this match went. I've told you what's just happened in the last 5 minutes, if maybe not even that. Maybe it's the last 3 minutes worth. Can you imagine a Raw main event going 15 minutes and getting 3 stars? Because I can't. I can't imagine that happening on Impact either, to be honest. So, yeah, good psychology. The match was good, but the ending I didn't like at all. And yeah, it was slick, nice mat wrestling, a lot of it. Nice psychology, like I say. I enjoyed it. If you crunch the numbers, of course, if you take the advert breaks out of this show, it was about 50 minutes, wasn't it? Yeah, 29 minutes of that was wrestling. Now, I like that on a wrestling show. Actually, no, it's more 29:21 to be precise. So yeah, you get 20 minutes of packages and promos and stuff like that. I can handle that. I genuinely can. If you've got 50 minutes, you want half of it to be wrestling, and you want half an hour of it to be wrestling, 20 minutes of promos. No problem with that. But the problem is that... It's going to sound like an obvious thing to say, but it feels like you're watching an indie show. The crowd isn't very big. The production values for all the good that they do are just light years away from WWE's and TNA's. It feels like you're watching an indie show. It really, really does. But at the same time, it's understandable. It's understandable. If you like this, if you like me doing this quick, simple HDNet review, let me know and I'll do them again. If this doesn't get many views or many comments, then it'll be a one-off, and I can just tell you how I felt about this one. Yeah, it's all right. It was genuinely all right. I will happily watch it again, though, because it wasn't as bad as for some reason I've had it in my mind. Like the last time I watched one of these, I just didn't enjoy it at all. But yeah, I enjoyed it. For what it was, I enjoyed it. And like I say, that main event, that was 3 stars easily. You can go 3.5 if you want to. I wouldn't object in the slightest. I've been Mark P. I'd love to know your opinions. Like I say, 10 years ago, come click on that one because it's a good one. ECW, the show is 5 out of 10, but it's a good episode, isn't it? It's me. Oh God, how egotistical do I sound there? Ooh, awful. Anyway, I've been Mark P. Take it easy.